Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as what to do to earn some money this week as well. So as usual, we're going to start off with some good ways to make money in Grand Theft Auto Online for this week only. Starting off under Adversary Modes, we have Beast versus Slasher on triple money and triple RP as well. This is going to be a pretty good way to earn some money in Grand Theft Auto Online, especially if you are a newer player and you don't really have any business to set up. You can earn a decent amount of money with this to save up and start getting yourself some of the other businesses in GTA. If Adversary Modes and Beast versus Slasher aren't really your thing, we also have double money and double RP on stunt races in Grand Theft Auto Online, as well as just regular races on top of that. Basically all races in GTA are double money and double RP this week, so this is another pretty good way to make some money. Honestly, a more fun way to make money as well than Beast versus Slasher in my honest opinion, but that might just be me. The best way to earn money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online is with the Acid Lab. The Acid Lab is double money and double RP this week, so this is actually going to be one of the best ways to earn money in this entire game. You're going to get about $670,000 for a full sale with the Acid Lab, and that's only going to take about 4 hours to make, and it's going to cost you about $96,000 to actually supply it. So this is a really good way to make money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's better than, well, literally any other business in the entire game, so that is pretty crazy. Definitely make sure that you guys get an Acid Lab. If you don't have one already, you're going to regret that, so make sure you try and get this thing, get all the missions, you know, done and all that, and start working on your Acid Lab, because this is going to be pretty sick. If you guys don't have an Acid Lab and you don't have any of these things, what you're going to want to do this week to make money is just, well, whatever you regularly do. Basically just run your businesses, play KO Perico if that's your thing, do whatever it takes, just make some money this week. We do have some pretty good discounts as well, and you guys are definitely going to be wanting to spend a little bit of money this week, so let's go ahead and look at what is discounted this week. Starting off on Elitist Travel, we have the Vellum 5-seater on discount. This is a cool-ish plane. It's very slow. It can seat 5 players, which is nice. But in all honesty, it's going to be something you're probably not going to want to buy. It's just not really worth it for the price, and it's just generally not a very good plane, unfortunately. On to Legendary Motorsports, starting off in the 2-door category, and we have to scroll down quite a ways here. And when we scroll down, we will find that the Pegasi Infernus Classic is on discount this week. Pretty cool car, kind of handles absolutely terribly, but it does look really nice. It's got some good customization. Overall, it's a car that I would say, you know, if you got the money for it, if you're a big, you know, Infernus fan, an Infernus Classic fan at that, a Lamborghini fan, you're probably going to want to pick this thing up. Just be advised that the performance is pretty bad on it. It doesn't handle very well. It's kind of hard to drive generally, I find. So it might be one that you're going to want to avoid, but at the same time, if you're going to buy it at regular price, you might as well get it now while it is discounted, obviously. Under the 4-door category on Legendary Motorsport, we also have the Obey Tailgater S on discount again. This thing was discounted not all that long ago, I feel like, but it is on discount yet again. So if you guys didn't get it the last time it was on discount, if you guys are interested, now is a good time to pick it up. It is a pretty decent car. It's got lots of customization. It came out with the Los Santos Tuners update, so it's got tons of stuff you can do to it. I think it's a pretty good car overall. Next up, we also have the Peugeot Toros, guys. This is one of the fastest SUVs in all of Grand Theft Auto Online. If you're on the PC, PS4, or Xbox One, it is the fastest SUV in Grand Theft Auto Online. So if you guys plan on doing SUV races at any point in your life, the Peugeot Toros is going to be one that you're probably going to want to own. It has a super high top speed for an SUV, super good acceleration. The handling is pretty decent as well. Overall, I feel like it is just a very solid car. It's got lots of customization too. Definitely one that you guys are going to want to pick up, I would say. Moving on to Warstock Cash and Carry, we have one discount in here, and it is on the Ocelot Stromberg. The Stromberg is the Toreador before the Toreador. This thing has pretty decent armor. It can take about 4 to 6 homing missiles, depending on where you get hit. So it's relatively strong. It also has some of the most aggressive homing missiles in the entire game as far as tracking goes. So it's kind of an oppressor counter in a way, but it's not exactly the best oppressor counter anymore. It does have limited missiles. I believe it's 30 regular missiles, and I think it's 60 torpedoes. This is also a submersible car. It is, you know, it's okay under the water. It's not exactly the best ever, but it's far from the worst, I would say. It and the Toreador handle pretty similarly underwater. and they both have generally similar performance, except the Toreador has a rocket booster and can seat 4 players, which this does not have a rocket booster and it can only seat 2, and it's just kind of generally a slower vehicle, so just be advised about that before you purchase it. And on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, starting off under the luxury category, we have the Declassy Granger 3600 LX on discount this week. This is an Amani Tech vehicle, so if you guys don't have any Amani Tech vehicles, this is the cheapest one that you can get at the current moment. It can also seat 8 players, which is pretty good. With the armor upgrade, it can take 4 homing missiles or 4 RPGs, which is not bad. And of course, with the Amani Tech, you can equip the missile lock-on jammer to it as well. It's got good customization. It's got generally, decent performance. Sadly, the Granger 3600 LX is actually slower than its predecessor, which is the Granger 3500 LX. So keep that in mind, but it does have Amani Tech, which makes it infinitely more useful than its predecessor, so it's still definitely worth having in GTA for sure. And before we move on too far, I actually forgot a discount in Legendary Motorsport. We have the Benefactor Shafter V12 Armored on sale this week as well. This thing could take 2 RPGs. It will blow up on the second RPG, so it really can only take 1. So it's not exactly very strong. It does have semi-bullet resistant windows as well. So, it's not the worst car ever. For $227,500, you definitely can't go wrong with it. It is an armored car nonetheless, and it is pretty decent for that matter. So definitely the Shafter V12 with the armor is definitely one to look into this week. And moving back to Southern San Andreas Super Autos, we also have another 2-door discount. The Declassy Drift Tampa is on sale this week. It is a pretty cool car. It's definitely a fun one for the snow. It does drift quite nicely, and it is pretty controllable, I would say. So it's definitely one that you guys might want to pick up. If you guys were already looking at the Drift Tampa, now is definitely a great time to buy it because, of course, it is on discount. So that is pretty much that for the Drift Tampa, as well as Southern San Andreas Super Autos, as well as all of the vehicle discounts this week. Now we also do have a couple of discounts within Ammunition, so we'll just run over here and I will show you guys what I'm talking about really quick. Within Ammunition, we have the homing launcher on discount. This thing is, where is it? There it is. It is 50% off, so it's half price, $37,500 for the discounted price. So if you guys don't have a homing launcher, now is definitely the time to buy it. As well as this, we also have proximity mines for half off this week as well, so $500 a piece. So if you guys don't have either of those, you should probably stock up. Now, of course, I will also mention to you guys, we do have all of the limited time winter and Christmas stuff in GTA available again, like this outfit you guys can see that I'm wearing right now, as well as many others that are available right now. As you guys, I'm sure, have noticed, the snow is back in GTA as well. I probably should have mentioned that at the start of the video, but you guys do generally perceive things in my videos quite well, so you probably could tell that it was snowing in the game after all. And next up, guys, we got to run into the casino and we got to talk about the Podium Vehicle this week. And the Podium Vehicle is the Pfister Comet Safari with the special Christmas livery on it. I believe it's supposed to be a mistletoe livery, but I could honestly not tell you. It's a very complicated looking livery, but it is definitely a very good car to have in GTA. It's a fantastic off-road vehicle. It also has front-mounted machine guns that are equipable on it as well within a MOC or an Avenger, so keep that in mind if you guys are looking for a armed vehicle. The Pfister Comet Safari is probably a pretty good one to pick up. Generally quite a useful vehicle, I find. And the prize ride within the LS car meet is the Pfister Comet S2 Cabrio. This is an interesting car this week. It does have a special Christmas livery that you will get with the car if you win it. Unfortunately, in order to win this thing this week, it is quite challenging. You have to place first for 5 days in a row in LS car meet series races. So that's going to be something that's going to be kind of annoying to do, I feel like, and the car itself is not super great. So in all honesty, I don't really know that it's completely worth trying to win it, but if you guys are interested, of course you can go for it. And of course, last but not least, guys, we have the time trials. The casino is your regular time trial this week, and your RC Bandito time trial is Little Seoul Park yet again. I feel like we see this one like all the time. I think it's because there's not too many RC Bandito time trials, but yeah, this is your time trial yet again. And your HSW time trial is going to be somewhere on your map. You guys can find it if you're on the expanded and enhanced edition. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, Take care. Peace.